Fourth Gate Podcast. I'm Jamali here. What's up, you guys? Back with another PLL review. Today I will be reviewing 620 Hush Hush Sweet Liars. Alright, so I pretty much missed like the first 10 minutes, so I'm gonna jump into what the fuck I saw. Alright, so we got Allie pretty much tripping out. She sees her mom pop up when she's upstairs messing with the little ballerina box, and then she gets a call, someone asking her, did you miss me? And then she's in bed and Wilden reaches across and fills up on her. So pretty much she's tripping right now, and I think she calls over Emily, Aria, whoever, and they rush over, and Emily's like, look, it's just the drugs. You had a concussion, whatever, like, just relax. I called Rollins. I think she called Rollins. I just made that up. And, you gonna be okay. That was pretty much that shit. We got Arya and Ezra pretty much together for most of the episode. Arya's boss, the publisher, calls Ezra about the book, but she doesn't call Arya. So Ezra's like, I gotta tell you something about the book or whatever. And Arya's like, let me guess, she liked your chapter, she didn't like mine. Y'all know how Arya goes to 10, from nothing, like 0 to 10. And he's like, no, she liked my chapters and she liked yours. Like, we good, homie. And Arya's like, cool. So this is where they start making out and start fucking on the bed or whatever. So that was that. Then we have Toby and Spencer together. I think it was one part where they were learning French. I don't want to make that up because I didn't really see that part. I saw it, but I didn't. And then Toby agrees to help Spencer, which kind of fucks up his relationship with Yvonne. We see them kind of fighting throughout the episode. She's ignoring his calls and crap like that. Toby helps Spencer go down to the Radley. They break open to get to the hidden door, and Mona pops up, and she's like, look, bitch, y'all ain't about to leave me behind. Y'all about to let me know what the fuck is going on. So that's what happens there. Mona also helps with the campaign with Spencer's mom as well. I think that was before that, but who cares? Okay, then we got Caleb and Hannah. They're working together. He's making sure that they have everything set up at the lodge to make sure everything's safe for her when she gives herself up to A or whatever. So they're fixing up the room, they're fixing up shit outside, all of that. So all of this shit is pretty much going on at the same time. Ezra and Arya go to help Hannah, and Caleb has set up everything. They leave to go outside to do whatever. Hannah and Caleb kiss, rekindle, whatever. Mind you, earlier in the episode, he was in bed, was rolling around with Spencer, and Spencer said, I love you. And he looked like he was about to say it back, but he didn't. He just smiled and he left. Yeah. So I guess Hannah and him are back together. I guess Ezra and Arya is back together. Who knows about Toby and Spencer. So that's pretty much that. Let me just get to the end, because ain't shit happened this whole episode but relationship drama and bullshit that I don't give a fuck about. Okay, so they're watching Hannah through a window, but we see A watching them. We see A watching them, and we see A watching Hannah. The lights start blinking or something, like Caleb said, someone starts approaching. They run. No one's there. They run back. Hannah's not in the room. They're banging on the door trying to get in. Once they get in, Hannah is gone. They're like, okay, how the fuck did she get out? Immediately, I thought about the floor. Like, before they even went to the floor, I'm like, stupid, the floor. You know what I'm saying? I had even thought about it when he was doing the room. I was like, I wonder if this dude gonna check the floor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that popped in my head, but, I mean, come on now. Anyone would think to check the floor when you're dealing with somebody like A. So, anyway, this fool is like the floor. He opens up the floorboard, and it's a fucking tunnel. Leading wherever, and everybody's real upset Caleb is really, really upset about the situation. They look on the fucking camera thing and they see somebody, but Arya's like, okay, that can't be. So, back to Spencer and Toby and Mona. They get into the room and they find some old papers, some old files or whatever, of a patient who was there 25 years ago named Mary Drake. So yeah, they found out about Mary Drake. She had a child named Charles. Charles was adopted, and they're trying to figure out why these papers were hidden and what does this mean for the whole fucking story. So while that's fucking happening, I think they eventually go back to the party, and then they get a call from Arya, some fucking body, and then they rush down, and Mona follows them again. And they go into the lodge room, hotel, motel room, and Caleb immediately starts screaming, "Why you brought her here? Why did you bring her?" Which I thought was completely unnecessary. Like, I understand you lost your little girlfriend, but please remember that you was fucking Spencer first, like earlier that day, a couple hours before. You know, like, that's unacceptable to be yelling. And then who cares if Mona is there? At least we know she ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because she was with them the whole time. So that's that. Emily's with Allie. She checking her into a fucking mental hospital. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about how stupid that was. So that's happening. She's in the mental home. They looking at the fucking camera and they say it's Miss D. They're like, how could that fucking be? Should we call the cops? And this is when they get a fucking A message. But before they get the fucking A message, we see Wilden walk into the goddamn house. Because we know that was Wilden. That wasn't no goddamn mask made that motherfucking good. Wilden walks into the house. And they pretend like he taking off a fucking mask. And then it's Dr. Rollins. And then Mary, Mrs. D, aka Mary, the fucking twin, whatever, walks in from the back, and she's like, you know, this is what your boo Charlotte and my daughter always wanted, and you proved yourself when you married her cousin Allie, and blah blah blah. Now she's in the hospital, and now you own more than half of the Carrie Seaman group. We getting what we deserve back, and all this fucking bullshit. So that was that. And then, like I said, they were gonna call fucking the police or some shit at the end, and it didn't work because A texted them. And then we get Hannah is getting dragged in the fucking bell tower by A, and that was the episode. I don't even know what to say. To be honest, I mean, watching the episode, I was like, okay. Like, I kept looking down at my phone, the clock on my phone, and then looking up at the episode, like, when is some action gonna happen? Like, when are we gonna get some answers? When are we gonna get to something? When are we gonna get to the reveal? And it was literally fucking not 6. It was literally 8:50. And nothing had happened. And I was like, well, this is a shitty fucking episode. But at that point, I was already so disappointed that the reveal didn't disappoint me at all. Because I was already like, okay, this is some shit. And when the reveal came, I was just looking at the screen. Like, okay, next. I really think I'm done with Pretty Little Liars. I'm going to just keep it all the way 100. I can't keep going through this. I don't know about y'all. I can't keep going through this bullshit. I can't keep going through this emotional roller coaster. I can't keep listening to these promises from goddamn bitch ass Marlene. And then I heard somewhere that she said now you have all your answers from the past seasons. I hope you're happy or something like that. And then she was like, now we're going to a clean slate or some shit like that. And I'm like, bitch, what answers? What, did we get any answers at all? Or did we just get more questions? I'm confused. I think she's a little confused. I think she needs to be in the mental hospital instead of fucking Allie. Because that storyline was fucking stupid as hell to me. I'm sorry. I've never hallucinated in my motherfucking life. I don't think. I could be hallucinating now watching this motherfucking show. But who the fuck knows? Okay, I've never hallucinated in my goddamn life. But I'm pretty sure you will know the difference between a fucking human being and a hallucination. And I'm not trying to play anybody who got schizophrenia, who got some real shit going on with them. Much respect to you. Let me know if I'm fucking wrong, because I don't go through it. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure you know the fucking difference between a human fucking being touching you. I'm sorry. That shit was not believable for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I was like, okay, so you telling me. I think it would have been better if it would have really been ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Like if it was really ghosts and ghost was really like haunting her, or she really was tripping out. But to say it was like humans now is like, there's no way she could have fell for that being a hallucination if it was real people. Like there's no fucking way. So for her to check herself in the motherfucker. First of all, let me speak to Emily. Emily, I need you to come up. I need you, like Charlamagne the God, I need you to come up to the fucking congregation, bitch. I need you to come up, because I need to speak to you. Bitch, sit down, because you gonna need to have several seats once I fucking tell you this shit, bitch. Emily, what type of fucking friend are you? First of all, you gonna leave her when you know she tripping out. You and Arya or some fucking body could have took turns or something watching her. You know she tripping out. So she leaves and you find her at the fucking church. What type of friend are you to take her to the fucking mental hospital right after the fucking church? What type of friend are you to be like, okay, well, you know, if that's what you want, I'll check. No, bitch, what? First of all, if y'all know anything about mental hospitals, crazy homes, whatever you want to call them, dude, once you get in there, there is no guarantee you getting out. Like that lady said, whether you check yourself in voluntarily or not, there is no guarantee that you getting out of there. And now, since we know Dr. Rollins got something to do with this shit, that gotta be the most dumbest fucking decision Emily ever fucking led a bitch to on this motherfucking show. And then, so I'm sitting there watching when they in the fucking mental home and shit, bitch. I'm sitting there watching, and Allie finna sign the papers, and I'm just looking at Emily. I'm like, bitch, when are you gonna stop this? Bitch, when are you gonna stop this? I'm waiting. And finally she stops, and I'm like, thank you, bitch. You shouldn't have brought her to the fucking hospital anyway. Like, what type of friend is that? I would have been like, look, bitch, I'll buy you some Advil from the fucking store up the street, bitch. We gonna get you off these goddamn hard ass drugs, because Allison is convinced she's crazy when the girls and everybody else knows or thinks it's the pills. So why are you gonna check her into the mental hospital when everybody knows the fucking pills? Like, that shit ain't make no fucking sense to me. Get her off the motherfucking pills and go get her some fucking Excedrin extra strength from up the fucking street, bitch. Emily, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go. I don't even want to see you next season, bitch, because that was some of the dumbest shit. And people say Emily's the best friend on the show. Hell no. What type of friend would do some shit like that? What type of that was the dumbest storyline I ever seen in my life. And then we got fucking, you know what? I'm gonna save the ending for last. Let me go backwards and get to this relationship bullshit. Caleb, you can stay where you are. I'm not gonna call you up to the fucking congregation, because I'm so through with you, I don't even want to see you. Why are you such a fucking piece of shit? Why? I don't understand how someone can have sex with somebody that they're with, their girlfriend, and then a couple hours later be in love, kissing up and hugging up on another bitch. I will never be able to understand that ever in my life. Now, if you down for that nasty shit, y'all, then I guess y'all down for that nasty shit, but that shit is disgusting to me. I don't see how somebody can do that at all. And then she tells you she loves you. I mean, just have some fucking respect for the bitch. Even if you do want to jump in bed with Hannah, have some respect for Spencer being in her feelings and falling in love with you. Like, just have some respect. If you don't love her, if this was a game to you, whatever, who cares, bruh? But have some respect for her, please. Hannah, girl, bitch, I hope you die next fucking episode, next fucking season, bitch, because that's some trifling shit. I don't give a fuck if you broke up with him, made the wrong decisions, bitch. I don't care if you ran in the rain, sleet, motherfucking hell, goddamn snow, bitch. I don't care if you lost your fucking heels, you broke a heel, you broke your ankle, you broke your fucking hand, bitch. I don't care what you had to go through to get back to that fucking apartment. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happened. You know that he is fucking Spencer right now. You know that Spencer is in love with him. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you? I mean, this gotta be the most foolish shit I ever seen in my life. And fucking Marlene talking about this is sexiest episode. Bitch, how? Cause we saw some skin. Bitch, how? Now, moving on. The only relationship I was down for Ezra and Arya, because they were the only couple that I was okay with them getting back together this season. I'm like, if they get back together, I'm good, I'm cool, I don't care, because I've always felt like they, out of any of the couples, that they would be the ones to last forever and to get married and shit. I always felt that way. I do feel bad for Liam. That was wrong. Cheating is wrong. I'm not gonna let Arya off for that and just, yell at Hannah and Caleb. Arya's definitely wrong for that. But that was a sexy scene. That, I'll give her that. That was a sexy scene. I was here for Ezra banging her out on that goddamn counter, even though he didn't. Toby, Yvonne, bitch. Yvonne, I'm gonna need for you to fucking jump out your motherfucking window or something, bitch. Because Toby is the last person in town to fucking cheat. Caleb's a dog, as we see. Ezra don't give a fuck, as we see. And the rest of those bitches is hoes. But Toby has respect enough to let you know what he's gonna be doing. He can't tell you exactly, but he's assuring you. Toby ain't going nowhere with his ugly ass. He can't pull no goddamn body. He barely pulled you, bitch. You have the nerve to treat him like shit, bitch. I'ma need you to jump off that motherfucking bell tower up the street. I'ma need you to beat A to fucking throwing Hannah off, and I'ma need you to die first. Okay, I'ma need you to hit the ground first. Okay, bitch. Go somewhere, because you got the nerve. Bitch, okay. Now that I've touched on the fucking relationships, let me hit up Mona. Mona, shout out to you. I was happy to see you this episode. I really was. You were the only part of the episode that made me happy. You were the only part, just seeing you running around, following these bitches and not giving a fuck. I was definitely here for you, seeing you. You was my favorite part of the episode. What else should I touch on? Okay, I feel like I'm fucking forgetting something from the fucking beginning. Oh, where the fuck was Sarah Harvey this episode? For this bitch Marlene to be fucking forcing Sarah Harvey down our throat this whole goddamn season. For her to not have this bitch in the finale, I would have had a better final finale experience if Sarah was in it. Even if Sarah was just being a creep in the fucking shadows, I would have liked the episode better. But you know what? We got all our answers from the past seasons, so who gives a fuck about what Sarah was doing? Even though we forced her down y'all motherfucking throats, y'all got y'all fucking answers, right? Bitch, please. Alright, to this fucking ending. Dr. Rollins, Mary Drake. I don't give a fuck. Dr. Rollins, I mean, we pretty much knew you were a creep. We didn't know to what extent. But what the fuck? I don't really care. Like, I don't even really have anything to say. I don't necessarily want Allison hurt. I damn sure don't want her in that fucking mental hospital, but that's Emily's fault. I've already addressed that. But I don't really care. Am I the only one who doesn't care about this fucking storyline? I'm so tired of them adding members to fucking Allison's family. It's driving me insane. Like, how many cousins, sisters, brothers, uncles that she fucking got and that we gonna be introduced to? I don't care. Can we please put this fucking shit on somebody else or somebody else's family or something? Like, what is this? And then Mary, do y'all like the shit? Because I'm so like, I'm at a loss for words, y'all. Because that storyline was just like, what? And then for Marlene to say, like, we got our fucking answers, it's like, what got answered? What got answered? We found out that Charles wasn't adopted, but that won't even a question. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us was questioning that shit. Because they forced it down our throats in the last finale that she was a fucking transsexual or whatever the fuck, and that she was the sister of Allison, and that she slept with her brother. Like, they forced that shit down our throat. Won't nobody questioning if that bitch was adopted. So how was that a fucking answer? Okay, we got the twin that nobody cares about. Who cares? A lot of people guessed that Miss D was the twin. Nobody cared. We was waiting to be shocked. We wanted it to be Hannah, Ezra, Caleb, Arya. We wanted it to be somebody we was gonna be shocked, not fucking Miss D. Come on. And then you pretty much gave that away by showing her last episode and then saying we saw the twin. What the fuck? So you told her it was her, but then tried to throw us off on Twitter by putting Ian's name in your fucking words. Bitch, I'ma need for you. You know what? I'ma need for you to jump before Yvonne, bitch. I'ma need for you to jump, then Yvonne, and then Hannah, you gotta fucking go. I'ma need all y'all bitches to jump in unison. For real, for real. Hold hands and jump off that motherfucking bell tower, bitches. For real. What the fuck was that? Talking about we got all the answers, bitch. Answers to fucking questions we ain't even have. Nobody was even questioning if Miss D was gonna be the twin or not. People was just like, yeah, she probably gonna be it, or it's gonna be Sarah, or, you know, Elliot's a fucking creep. People guessed that. And then you got the nerve to try to throw us off by throwing Ian's name and not even having him in the episode. Girl, I'm done with this goddamn review. I probably won't be back next season, but you know what? Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace, y'all.